Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome to another video. Just a quick heads up, I will be streaming today over on Twitch, the link will be in the description down below. I'll also pin it in the comments for you. So even if I'm not streaming straight after the video, make sure you go over there, drop me a follow, and then you'll be notified when I go live. Hope to see you guys there. We're playing some other games, you know, we've got a plethora of options, you know, Dokkan, Ultra Impact, gonna play Resident Evil 4 potentially, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. There's a lot of options, so yeah, make sure you come over. If not, then that's cool as well. And also, if you could do me a huge favor here, drop a like and subscribe if you're new, that would be very much appreciated. But the EZA TEQ SSJ Trunks, after being thoroughly, and I mean thoroughly impressed with this man's EZA, I had to immediately put him to the test. So we're taking him into the legendary Vegeta event. We're putting him up against his pups to see how we can do in longer event format. And I have to say straight away, I'm impressed, man. I really am. His EZA has impressed me a lot. I mean, the last few EZAs, I mean, to be fair, EZAs apart from like LR Gohan have impressed me for a while. Like, you know, the standard for EZAs are incredibly high right now because of Dokkan. So, you know, but he's very good. He is very good. I love the versatility on him. I really do. You know, he is a bit better defensively when it does come to, you know, Super Battle Road. So it'll be really fun to test him out in Extreme Super Battle Road eventually, which I might actually do that live. I'm probably going to do that live just because I kind of want to see what he does defensively. And I'm very interested to see how good defensively he can be. Because essentially, he's kind of like a... He's kind of like a stacker. Like, he's a stacker to an extent. And because on Super Attack, he raises attack and defense by, what, 50%? Let me get him up on the Dokkan Battle Wiki. I'm pretty sure it's 50% for 6 turns, right? Yeah, 50% by 6 turns. So because every time he super attacks, he raises his attack and defense by 50% for 6 turns. And you're constantly super attacking every single time this man comes around. Because obviously you're never struggling for ki with him. Especially with him being a Super Saiyan. So that means for those 6 turns, I think you can get him up to like 600k attack stat at about 500k defense. Which is ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. The fact that this man can have about 300 to 400k defense or supering in that turn because he's basically been like half stacking for 6 turns is insane. That means this guy can actually go in slot 1 for the most part. Yes, you know, with type disadvantage as kind of like an anomaly, or maybe like deeper into the event, like in Vegeta event, Goku event, he may take a little bit of damage. I say a little bit. He may get hit by a decent, like a decent sized number, you know, maybe like 200k, maybe 300k if it was type disadvantage. Actually, no, probably 200k. I don't think he'll be hit for 300k. I could be wrong though. But even though he doesn't have God, he doesn't have damage reduction. I know to lie, he does have God, but obviously in this scenario, in this environment, in Vegeta event, he doesn't have God because we're only facing one enemy. But even though his God isn't active, with like 300, 400k defense, this man is still able to go in slot 1. Yes, if you get super attacked on like the Super Saiyan Blue phase, because of course he has type advantage, which is a huge major bonus for him against SSBE. If you get a super attack in slot 1, he's probably taking between like 150k to 200k, which is quite a bit of damage. But any other kind of like general pool unit in the game like this, even with EZAs, will probably either take way more than that, probably like double, or get you killed. Which this man's doesn't do. He may take like 200k damage, but he will not get you killed. And especially with the teams he goes on, you know, Hybrid Saiyan, Super Saiyan, Future Saga, Vegeta's family, Entrusted Will. There's some bulky units surrounding him as well, especially stackers, so you never really have to worry about this guy. This guy is not going to get you killed. This guy is not going to cost you a run. I mean, unless you're being stupid when it comes to like, you know, how much health you have left, your item management. You're like, oh, I'm on the, you know, I'm on an the int phase with type disadvantage. I've got 100k health. I'm going to put him in slot 1 where he's getting attacked 50 times. Oh, he's win super attacks. Oh, he sucks. You know, that's probably the only time he's going to get you killed, right? Which obviously is not his fault. And I've already said as well, his damage output is very impressive again, because he basically stacks for 6 turns. He's getting up to like 3 million to 4 million attack stats easily, which is insane. Because again, this is a side EZA. This isn't like a major EZA that comes out where you get like Dokkan Fest Cooler EZA, the Dokkan Fest year 2 anniversary units on the SSA 4s. This isn't, you know, this isn't that. This is a general pool unit that has been EZA'd. And he is this good. It's actually ridiculous how good he is. He's very impressive. Defensively, after you know, super attack, you know, you stack within those 6 turns. Fantastic. You know, you don't find many units that don't guard all the time. And also in every event. You know, because again, it is very specific to the Vegeta event, so you get it when facing 2 or more enemies. That can go in slot 1 and be able to handle himself. I definitely am looking forward to trying him in the Goku event and seeing how he can handle some slot 1 attacks, especially super attacks, and most definitely against full power Stage 4. And as I said, his damage output's pretty good. For the most part, he's hitting probably almost 2 million every single time, and with a crit, probably 2 to 3 mil. Which is very impressive again when you think about some of the units that are putting out like a 4 million attack stat, right? You know, that's Dokkan Fest level. And then actually in a few months, that number's going to get blown out of the water. But you know what I mean, right? You know, that's Dokkan Fest level. So in the Vegeta event, this guy handled himself perfectly, or just very well, in slot 1. I mean, look at that. 662k attack stat, over 300k defense. I mean, for the most part, he's got an actual stacker in the Super Saiyan transforming Trunks next to him. And I'm pretty sure he had more defense than him. But, you know, as I said, I'm very impressed with him. I'm really intrigued to see how he does in the GT Goku event. I mean, this phase for him is basically cheating. You know, because he has the type disadvantage, and of course he stacks basically within the 6 turns when he supers, raising his attack and defense by 50%. Not only is he doing great damage, of course, expected to, because again, he has type advantage. But then he's taking no damage as well, because again, he's basically been stacking for 6 turns. His defense is like 300k. And he has type effectiveness. So on this phase, he's unstoppable. Like, I mean, for even the whole event, he's pretty much unstoppable. Him and Future Gohan's EZA, you know what? I have probably been some of my favorite EZAs to come out in the last probably like year to 2 years. Like the last year and a half to 2 years, they have been like some of my favorite EZAs. They are very good. But when it comes to Super Battle Road, I'm really intrigued to see how Trunks does after super attacking a few times within those 6 turns. And having that extra 160% defense for facing 2 or more enemies. Yes, he loses out on some attack, but I mean, when you're that defensive in ESBR, your main goal is to survive. So I'm really intrigued to see how he does with that much defense and with a medium chance to guard. All I'm saying, after his performance in the Vegeta event, in Super Battle Road, Trunks is probably going to be unkillable for the most part. You know, maybe if you get hit by a type advantage unit and then like just clattered by loads of the other enemies you're facing, maybe might be a risk. But if his medium chance to guard comes off and you're on like turn 5 for supering and you have his guard active with the extra defense plus 160, yeah, Trunks is probably going to be unkillable for the most part in Super Battle Road, and I can't wait to try out. Honestly, he is very, very good. I'm very, very impressed. If you haven't done this EZA, I recommend you do it, because he links incredibly well with a lot of Trunks units in the game, especially Super Saiyan Trunks units. Even the new one, if you did spend your stones on the Dokkan Fest Trunks, he will link somewhat well with him, because again, you know, that is a transforming Super Saiyan Trunks. Link him up with him once he's transformed. Good to go. He links well in longer events with the older transforming Super Saiyan Trunks from DBS, as you've seen here. And them together, very good defensive rotation. Just I wish that older Trunks did have an EZA, because then it would be an amazing rotation in turn. But yeah, let me know if you think down in the comments. I'll see you next video, guys, and peace.